So for the finishing touches of the project, I take some 20 gauge sterling silver wire and I'm going to cut 2 pieces that are about 2.5 inches long, give or take. I'm going to hold them in cross-locking tweezers, and with my torch, I'm just gonna ball up the ends of each one. Then I'm going to anneal the rest of the lengths of the wire. Make them nice and soft and flexible. Obviously, with this amount of oxidation, I'm going to pickle them. What I'm going to do is take some needle nose pliers. All right, so we've got a loop. And then sometimes I like to just give it a little bit of a back bend just because, and that's going to get squeezed together, and I immediately take the other one and do the second one, and then take your wires and you form them around the marker and then give yourself a little swoop and it bends back. Look at that. And if you have any inconsistencies, you just kind of like that, and then I'll probably clip it right here, but I'll clip them both at the same time. So do it again from a different angle. So you get your Sharpie, you kind of hold your loop with one hand and then bend all the way around, and then with your thumb you do the swoop, and then if you have any wobble you can just straighten that out. And then in theory we should have 2 earring wires. I mean, they're not exactly the same, but then you just kind of use your fingers to make them the same. And with earrings, one is on one side of the head and the other is on the other side of the head, so you get a little bit of like kind of leeway, when they're being worn, I should say. They're never right next to each other. So but then I'm gonna take my little flesh cutters right there. Looks good. Just use your little, pop disc. Do the ends really quick. And then I actually have a smaller cup burr. Look at that. It makes it nice and round so that when someone puts it through their ear, I'll show you a side-by-side comparison. So the one on the left is the one that hasn't been cut burred yet. It was just cut and then filed. And then the one on the right has been cut burred. Which one would you want to put through the hole in your earlobe, Do the second one now. All right. Look beautiful. And the last thing that I want to do is kind of like extra, but I'm going to just hit these earring wires with the yellow 3M wheels. So the finish on the earring wires and the finish that's on the sterling silver aspect of the rest of the piece are, the same brushed finish. The last thing that I have to do is I have to put the earring body on the earring wire. So let's do that and call it a day. Wow, it is way later than I thought. It's okay. It's just, all right, let's wrap this up. So I'm just gonna take my flat nose pliers and I'm gonna bend it just to the side a little bit, because the likelihood that I'll be able to line it up again if I'm bending it back is greater than if I open it and then close it, because I'd have to close it past close, which I wouldn't be able to do because I'd hit the wire. But here, well, you'll see. So then I've got my piece, and so it's gonna go like, okay, so it's gotta go on this way and go around and like that. And so then with my pliers, I'm gonna have to maybe go past a little bit and then it'll sit there. And that's it. Look at that. and just hang it there for a second. I gotta do the other one. For the cheap seats, you know, we're gonna open it to the side like that. So we'll go on like this, all right? And then we'll put them on there like that. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's been so long since I've finished anything. Should I put them on? Should I? Now, if this was at your house, you should disinfect these. What does it look like? What do you think? It looks pretty? I can't tell. I'll have to go look in the mirror. But, oh man. Whew, I haven't worn like dangly earrings in a really long time. Well, I mean like pandemic and situations. I thought that they would be really heavy. There's probably going to be a million comments to this video like, those are going to be so heavy. You're going to pull your ear holes out. But I've actually worn heavier. And I don't wear dangly earrings a lot. You know, I wear those. Well, whatever. Let's just wrap up this video. So yeah, I'm really happy with them. Now I gotta photograph them and enter them in the exhibition. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow.